There is a quiet truth about the human body that many overlook. It never truly loses its ability to restore and renew itself. Even as years pass and age begins to leave its marks, the body continues to carry within it powerful reserves of energy, strength, and vitality. For men over 60, one of the most noticeable changes is the fading of those natural signals of masculinity, the strong morning awakenings that once came effortlessly. It can feel like a silent reminder that time is stealing something vital, something deeply connected not only to physical performance but to overall health and confidence. But here is what many do not realize: decline is not the only path. The body is not shutting down, it is asking to be reawakened. Beneath the surface lies a network of energy pathways, circulation routes, and pressure points that influence everything from blood flow to hormonal balance. These are not new discoveries, they are ancient truths, supported today by modern understanding of how circulation and nerve signals work. What seems like a natural loss is often only blocked potential, waiting to be unlocked. Imagine waking up not with fatigue, not with disappointment, but with the same vigor that once defined younger years. Imagine greeting the morning with strength, balance, and vitality surging through the body. This is not wishful thinking. It is a possibility grounded in how the body truly functions. Age does not erase vitality, it only clouds it. By learning how to access and stimulate the hidden systems within, it becomes possible to reignite what feels lost, to restore what seems gone, and to live with the confidence that strength does not have an expiration date. For many men, the quiet fading of morning erections is more than a physical change. It becomes an invisible weight carried day after day. It is rarely spoken of, even with those closest, because society teaches silence around such matters. Yet deep inside, the absence of those natural signs of vitality can stir doubt, insecurity, and even a sense of loss. It is not just about performance, it is about identity, confidence, and the quiet reassurance that the body is still strong and capable. What makes this struggle even heavier is the belief that it is inevitable. Many accept it as a normal part of aging, convincing themselves that nothing can be done. But this belief is not entirely true. What feels like decline is often the result of imbalances. Circulation that no longer flows as freely, nerves that respond more slowly, and energy pathways that remain dormant because they are never stimulated. The body has not given up. It is simply waiting for the right key to unlock what still remains inside. This silence creates another problem: resignation. When men begin to believe that nothing can change, they stop looking for answers. They live with the frustration, quietly adjusting their expectations, all while carrying the unspoken burden. But the truth is that the body is far more resilient than most realize. It holds a remarkable ability to repair, to reawaken, and to rebuild strength even after decades of wear. The struggle is real, but it does not need to be permanent. By shifting perspective, by recognizing that natural vitality has not been lost but only hidden, it becomes possible to break free from resignation. The silent struggle can transform into a journey of renewal, where strength is not only remembered, but restored, and mornings once again carry the promise of power and life. Inside the human body lies a network of powerful connections that most people never think about. These are not simply veins and arteries carrying blood, but subtle pathways of energy and circulation that influence vitality, strength, and balance. Over time, stress, inactivity, and the natural aging process can cause these pathways to become blocked or weakened. When that happens, signals that once traveled freely slow down, circulation loses its intensity, and the body begins to show signs of decline. Yet the truth is that these hidden pathways never disappear. They only fall asleep, waiting for the right stimulation to bring them back to life. For centuries, different healing traditions recognized the importance of these pathways. They discovered that by applying pressure to specific points, blood flow could be redirected, energy could be released, and vitality could be restored. Modern understanding now confirms much of what was once considered only ancient wisdom. Targeted stimulation of certain areas of the body can have a profound impact on circulation, nerve function, and hormonal activity. These are not abstract concepts, they are tangible biological realities. Think of the body as a vast system of rivers and channels. When the flow is strong and clear, everything thrives. But when blockages form, energy becomes stagnant, and the system weakens. The hidden pathways are the keys to clearing those blockages, reopening channels, and allowing life force to move again with power and consistency. What makes this even more extraordinary is that anyone can learn how to activate these points. No external devices, no reliance on artificial aids, just the natural ability to tap into the body's own design. For men over 60, this is not just about restoring physical function. It is about reigniting the entire system of vitality that fuels confidence, masculinity, and joy. These hidden pathways are not mysteries locked away forever. They are within reach, waiting to be awakened, and ready to prove that strength has no age limit. Morning erections are often seen only as a physical response, but in truth, they represent much more. They are not merely a symbol of masculinity or intimacy, they are a reflection of overall health. When the body produces strong, consistent morning erections, it signals that circulation is smooth, hormones are balanced, and the nervous system is functioning in harmony. When they fade, it is not just a matter of age. It is a message from the body that something deeper requires attention. Pressure points matter because they provide a direct way to restore what has been lost. These small, specific areas of the body act like switches, influencing blood flow, energy, and nerve communication. Stimulating them helps to clear stagnation, awaken circulation, and send signals that the body responds to immediately. Instead of masking symptoms or forcing an artificial reaction, pressure points encourage the body to do what it is naturally designed to do: heal, balance, and regenerate. This is why men who learn how to use these points often notice not only stronger erections, but also improvements in energy, mood, and overall vitality. When blood flows better, every cell in the body benefits. When nerve signals are sharp and responsive, confidence rises. And when hormonal balance is supported naturally, the body regains its rhythm and power. Ignoring these points is like ignoring hidden levers of health. They remain unused, yet they hold the potential to restore strength and performance without relying on pills or temporary fixes. The beauty of pressure points is their simplicity. With consistency and the right focus, they can reactivate dormant energy and bring back a natural sense of vitality that feels authentic and lasting. Understanding why pressure points matter is the first step in unlocking their power. They are the body's own tools for renewal, and for men over 60, they offer a path to reclaiming what age tries to take away, a path back to strength, confidence, and a renewed sense of manhood. Every journey toward renewed vitality must begin with circulation. Without strong, consistent blood flow, the body cannot deliver oxygen, nutrients, and energy to the areas that need it most. This is why the first pressure point is so powerful. It serves as the foundation, the root from which strength and stamina rise. Positioned near the base of the body, this point directly influences the upward flow of energy and blood, ensuring that circulation does not weaken before reaching its destination. When this point is stimulated, the body begins to release tension that has quietly built up over the years. Muscles soften, vessels expand, and the natural rhythm of circulation starts to awaken. Many do not realize how much stagnant energy is held in the lower regions of the body, silently blocking what should move freely. This point clears the way, creating a strong current that supports not only physical performance but also overall vitality. The impact of this stimulation goes far beyond erections. It strengthens the legs, supports the lower back, and increases stability throughout the body. When blood moves freely from the ground upward, every system benefits. Energy rises, endurance improves, and the body begins to feel lighter, stronger, and more balanced. For men over 60, this is often the missing piece, the simple yet profound step that restores what was thought to be permanently lost. By consistently focusing on this foundation point, it becomes possible to build a platform of strength that supports everything else. Just as a house needs a solid base, the body requires this circulation pathway to remain open and active. Once awakened, it transforms mornings, restores confidence, and prepares the body for the deeper levels of vitality that the next pressure points will unlock. The first point is not just a beginning, it is the foundation upon which renewed manhood and lasting strength are built. At the core of the body lies a center that holds immense reserves of energy. It is here, in the abdominal region, where strength, vitality, and inner fire are stored. Over the years, stress, poor posture, shallow breathing, and lack of movement can cause this powerful center to weaken. When that happens, the body feels drained, digestion slows, hormonal balance falters, and the spark that once fueled confidence begins to fade. This is why the second pressure point is so vital. It reconnects the body to its natural powerhouse. Stimulating this point awakens the internal organs, improves circulation to the abdomen, and supports the hormonal systems that regulate male vitality. It clears tension that often sits unnoticed in the stomach and lower torso, restoring balance to the area that feeds energy to every other system of the body. By unlocking this central point, the body begins to release hidden reserves of stamina, power, and endurance that had been buried under years of stagnation. For men over 60, the second point is often the bridge between weakness and renewal. It helps regulate hormones, particularly those tied to strength and masculinity, while at the same time calming the nervous system and reducing the stress that quietly robs vitality. With regular stimulation, digestion improves, energy rises, and the body begins to feel alive from the inside out. This central point is more than just a physical trigger. It is a reminder that energy is not gone. It is simply waiting to be called upon. Once activated, it brings a wave of renewal, igniting not only physical performance but also mental clarity and emotional balance. The second pressure point truly is the center of energy, the hidden switch that can reignite the flame of vitality and restore the confidence of a man who refuses to let age define him. The third pressure point holds a special power because it directly influences confidence, control, and responsiveness. Unlike the first 2 points, which focus on circulation and stored energy, this point connects closely to the nervous system. It sharpens sensitivity, strengthens communication between brain and body, and ensures that signals of arousal travel quickly and effectively. For men over 60, this can make the difference between frustration and fulfillment. When this point is activated, it awakens the body's ability to respond naturally. It enhances blood flow, but more importantly, it improves the quality of the signal that tells the body when and how to perform. Over time, nerves can become sluggish and responses may weaken, leading to doubt and hesitation. Stimulating this pressure point reawakens those pathways, restoring quickness, strength, and the sense of control that builds true confidence. The benefits extend beyond intimacy. With sharper nerve function comes improved focus, better coordination, and a renewed sense of vitality throughout the body. This point is like a command center. Once switched on, it reminds the entire system that it is alive, capable, and strong. For many men, this is the key that unlocks not just erections but the deeper assurance that they can trust their body again. Confidence is not built on chance. It is built on reliability. When the body responds with strength, hesitation disappears and a man carries himself with certainty in every part of life. This pressure point restores that reliability. It reminds the body how to perform without struggle, without reliance on artificial aids, and without fear of failure. Together with the foundation of circulation and the center of energy, this final point completes the triangle of vitality. It is here, at the peak of this system, where energy, blood flow, and nerve function unite to create lasting strength and unwavering confidence. In today's world, the first response to fading vitality is often a pill, a supplement, or some quick solution promising instant results. These methods may provide a temporary spark, but they do not solve the deeper issue. They are like striking a match in the dark. It gives a flash of light, but it quickly burns out, leaving the same emptiness behind. True strength cannot be built on shortcuts. It must come from within, rooted in the body's natural ability to regenerate and renew. The problem with relying on pills is that they trick the body instead of teaching it. They force a reaction, often placing stress on the heart, liver, and other organs, while never addressing the real cause of decline. Over time, dependence grows and confidence fades even more because performance feels artificial, unreliable, and out of one's own control. That is why so many men feel trapped in a cycle of frustration, chasing external solutions while their internal power remains untouched. Pressure points offer something entirely different. They do not override the body. They awaken it. They encourage circulation, sharpen nerve signals, and balance hormones in a way that is natural and sustainable. Each time they are stimulated, the body remembers how to function as it was designed to, slowly rebuilding strength from the inside out. There are no chemicals, no side effects, and no dependency. Only the body's own intelligence reclaiming control. This is why choosing the natural path matters so deeply. It does not just bring temporary relief, it restores confidence, reliability, and vitality that feels authentic. Instead of living at the mercy of a prescription bottle, men discover that the real solution has always been within their reach. Pills may promise quick results, but true renewal comes from awakening the hidden systems already built into the body. That is the path that leads not to moments of strength, but to lasting power that stands firm with every sunrise. Every man carries within him the possibility of renewal. No matter the age, no matter the years gone by, the body has a remarkable ability to rebuild and restore. What seems lost is often only hidden beneath layers of stress, inactivity, and neglect. The promise of renewal is not a dream. It is a reality that unfolds the moment the body is given the chance to awaken its natural power. Imagine starting the day with a body that responds with strength, a mind that feels sharp, and a spirit that is lifted with confidence. This is not about turning back the clock. It is about moving forward with renewed energy, embracing age not as a weakness but as a stage of life where wisdom and vitality work together. By stimulating the 3 pressure points, circulation strengthens, hormones balance, and nerve signals sharpen, creating a cascade of changes that ripple through every part of life. The promise of renewal extends beyond the physical. It restores confidence in relationships, rekindles intimacy, and rebuilds the sense of pride that comes from knowing the body can still perform naturally. It gives back the quiet reassurance that strength remains alive, waiting to be tapped into. This transformation is not about chasing youth. It is about reclaiming the best of manhood, proving that vitality has no expiration date. With consistency, patience, and the willingness to take action, the results can be extraordinary. Mornings no longer bring disappointment, but instead deliver proof that renewal is real. Energy flows where it once felt blocked, and confidence rises where doubt once lived. The body responds, the mind strengthens, and life feels full again. That is the promise. Not a fleeting moment of change, but a lasting return of strength, power, and the joy of living fully. Every man reaches a point where he must decide whether to accept decline as inevitable or to rise and reclaim the strength that still lives within him. The body may whisper that its best days are gone, but those whispers are not truth. They are only the echoes of neglect. The real truth is that vitality never truly disappears. It waits patiently, ready to be awakened. The 3 secret pressure points are the keys, simple, yet powerful tools that can unlock this hidden strength and bring it back to life. The decision is not about age, it is about choice. One path leads to resignation, to mornings that begin with disappointment, and to the slow acceptance of weakness. The other path leads to renewal, to mornings filled with proof of power, and to the return of confidence that radiates into every part of life. This choice cannot be delayed, because every day spent waiting is another day surrendered to decline. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to take control, to stimulate these points consistently and to allow the body to respond as it was designed to. No pills, no false promises, no shortcuts, only the natural intelligence of the body, awakened and restored. With each step, circulation strengthens, energy rises, and confidence builds until what once felt lost becomes part of daily life again. Do not allow age to define limits. Do not allow silence to steal confidence. The power of renewal lies within reach, and it begins the moment action is taken. The secret is no longer hidden. It is here, clear and ready to be used. Choose to unlock it. Choose to rise with strength. Choose to make today the turning point where decline ends and true vitality begins again.